This is Eternity Update, where all information concerning the UAAG disbursement is being given. If you're new on this channel, kindly subscribe and click the notification bell so when next we give a very vital and important update, you'll be kindly notified. Don't forget to always follow up this page because it is necessary if you want to get every information concerning the Theobarth, the IMF and the UAAG. Kindly subscribe. Thank you. Do have a wonderful and blessed day.
Than to appreciate the very essence of life, the Zoe giver who has brought us to this very time. A lot of people have died, yes, and still also while they were in expectation for this delivery, but they left us. But here we are still in anticipation and expectation, not because we deserve it. It's just because mercy, grace, loving kindness has found us. And I think it was giving thanks to God for. All right, having said that, this morning I will be dwelling on 5 different distinct protocols, and these are the menus that I want to talk about, which are very important to takeaways this morning while we are in anticipation and expectation. The first of it all is the date of disbursement is fixed but not publicly disclosed for security and procedural reasons. Secondly, the management confirms that our season of waiting is winding up. Thirdly, OSIM hinted that NGO disbursement should be expected in the coming weeks. Then fourthly, the pioneer arrangements remain unchanged for now. And fifthly, prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, and financially for the transformation ahead. All right, having said that, just yesterday, Lady Rich dropped a hint just on one of our organs of information reception, which says that it said, celebration don't come. What you have been longing for is already with us. Disbursement. The date for disbursement is already fixed, and I, Lady Rich, will come to you all again when the grant trumpets will blow. Please prepare to relocate as I come your way again. Congratulations, my newest millionaires. Now that was the drop or the dropping of Lady Rich yesterday. Now, yes, I want to a little bit elaborate on that and give some perspective towards this particular submission. Yes, indeed, celebration has come. For a lot of months, we have waited on this to come. We've held on to faith. And the good news that we've all been longing to hear is gradually unfolding. Yes, it is true that the date for disbursement has been fixed. But before we also get carried away, I want us to approach this moment with wisdom, with a lot of patience and understanding, as this is not a time to act in haste or spread unverified details. Lady Rich has sounded the trumpet of hope, and the management team has also confirmed that our season of waiting is finally winding up. And for those who understand the code, this is a pinpointed update, which is a strategic way of letting the community know that things are almost at the finishing line. However, there is also wisdom in silence. It is not necessary and not even advisable to publicly announce the exact date for disbursement. So there are sensitive procedures that are involved, and any premature disclosure of this particular date could disrupt the smooth flow of the process. That's the way I see it. Now, why the exact date cannot be announced yet? Yes, while the good news is certain, there's no doubt about that. There are several reasons why the management of the sanctuary wealth has desired and decided to handle this particular phase very courteously. The first is what we know as the security and the transparency of the system. Handling this large scale disbursement that involves a lot of subscribers, millions are involved, beneficiaries run into millions, and this actually requires absolute care. And the more specific dates are announced publicly, the higher the risk. We have the risk of misinformation, the higher we also have the risk of fraud and security breaches. So this had to be kept classified, confidential, and within confine. Then we also have the government and the NGO protocols that need to be put into place, since the funds are tied to different partner NGOs and agencies. There are official processes that must be strictly followed. And this includes the verifications that we definitely, you should know that verification, apart from what happened in 2013 December, there are still internal verifications that, skirmishes of verifications that will be going on, vettings and clearing of beneficiaries, accounts, ensuring that each tranche aligns with agreed protocols. These are normal phenomenon that would happen while still being awaited, for disbursement. Then we talk about the expectations that should be managed with all sense of wisdom. Announcing a date too early can create some unrealistic expectations for the masses. If unforeseen circumstances sometimes causes minor delays, then panic also spreads quickly in the community. So definitely, by keeping the date coded, the management is trying to protect beneficiaries from unnecessary stress. They might not know this. They say, well, we're already in stress, so why keeping the data away from us, to keep us unnecessarily stressed? That is stress and it's actual fact. But I think really it's part of a way to douse tension and stress. That's why the date is also coded. Now, we should also, moving forward, I want us to understand the management's latest statement. Recently, we understood that the management, the secretary, Simeon Idachaba, came forward with an important message, and which I quote, our season of waiting is winding up. So for those who read between the lines, this is a confirmation that the process is now verily at its final stage. Please I'll be with you shortly. Let me pause this because of this dog's voice. All right, I'm going to be with you shortly, and in a moment, don't go anywhere. I'll be back just right about there. All right, welcome back and still on course. So for those of us who could read between the lines, this is confirmation for us that the process, the actual process, could be hinting at the final stage of the entire process, and everything that needed to be put in place, from the documentation to approvals to final verifications, has already been handled. And this is a routine weekly update, which one is actually different. Additionally, OSIM also one of a personality in the grant ecosystem gave a hint that in the coming days, the NGO's disbursement should be expected. In fact, he said week, but I don't like the issue of this week, that week, and all that. It has failed time and time again. So, but that's what it says. You see, we shouldn't put mind within this week, but in the coming week, that the NGO's disbursement should be expected. Now, I guess this is also a deliberate, a calculated attempt, which would prepare our minds without locking you into a very rigid calendar date, unlike previous updates where we have next week, tomorrow, and all those dates and all was projected, So this should be a better, more matured way of communicating this with strategy. Now, going forward, the Pioneer wing, where things stand at the moment, for those who subscribed under the Pioneer wing, you should know that my own assertion over time is not that Pioneer is false. No, it has always been my stand. I've seen some of you come to the platform and say, well, Jolivia said there's nothing like Pioneer, and then so why are you talking about Pioneer? Jolivia is not a system. You understand? That's his own opinion. I personally believe that Pioneer is true. You understand? I did not subscribe to it, but there are a lot of fraudulent activities that surrounded Pioneer, where a lot of people were scammed, and I was also looking at the figure that was bloated. That doesn't mean that anyone who subscribed to Pioneer might not get anything. You understand? But it might not be up to the bloated figure. If you want to possibly get my submission over time, just run through some of the videos or voice note I've dropped on this platform. You'll get all my standing towards this. You understand? So for Pioneer, yes, those who subscribe there, they should expect something. I'm not saying they shouldn't expect anything, but they should be careful of investment. That was my warning all along. You understand? So it is important to know that things are still the way they are, and this doesn't mean stagnation of any kind. It means that the protocols guiding this particular group have not changed. So the Pioneer group operates under strictly different disbursement protocols and arrangements, and as such, there may be unique timelines for them. So it's best to stay patient and also allow the process to complete seamlessly rather than comparing timelines with other groups. Now, I think I might not say too much about this when Lady Rich was saying prepare to relocate and things. That should be for anyone's understanding or whatever thing you have to say concerning that. So, but at this stage, one of the most important things beneficiaries can do is to stay calm. We've come too far to allow misinformation, anxiety, and impatience to rob us of joy. So avoid rumors of any kind. Not every breaking news you see on the social media is actually genuine. Rely on verified sources and stop counting days. If I may say this, stop counting days. Don't allow yourself to become restless by expecting tomorrow or next week, or next date. It's better to prepare mentally for the coming days instead. And this way, whenever the trumpet finally blows, you receive the news with peace and not panic. Once alert lands in your phone, you don't need a prophet to tell you that that's your money, because it's inside your account and it's only unique to you. You understand? So just keep ready, stay prayerful and positive. Remember that this journey has been one of a faith to begin with and patience. So keep praying, stay positive, and trust the process is unfolding according to God's timing for each and every one of us. This disbursement, I'm seeing it beyond just the money, because it's easy to focus only on the financial aspect of this grant. Yes, for everybody, because that's what everybody wants. But I think there is a bigger picture here. And if you see it as a means of empowerment, this grant is designed to empower families and also communities alike, a kind of lifting a lot of people out of financial distress. It's an opportunity also. And with you having a proper planning, beneficiaries, including you, can invest in businesses, in education, in housing, in projects, in long-term growth. It's a form of transformation beyond individual benefit, where a lot of people are just looking at. These funds can spark transformation in local communities and economics. It can create a ripple effect of progress for the entire nation. So while we all look forward to receiving these funds, let us also plan so wisely on how to make the most of it. You might not want to hear this, but it's true. It's true. Yes. So it's important to understand that it's not just about financial relief, like I said before. It's part of a broader vision to restore your hope, your dignity, and your how do I put it now for you to understand? I need something deeper. It's about to restore your pride. For pride. A lot of people are going to settle their debts, support their children's education, start businesses up, rebuild dreams that have collapsed over time that once was thought lost. And this is why the management, the NGOs and the coordinators are also moving carefully, because they know that a lot of things are at stake. And one wrong move, one silly move could jeopardize the entire process that we have used years to build. So, on the final note, to everyone in the grant community and listening to the sound of my voice right now, this is a moment of great expectations. Yes, the date has been fixed. Yes, the process is almost complete. But no, it is not wise to announce the exact timing publicly. So stay calm, stay prepared, stay prayerful. The trumpet actually will blow. So I wish you congratulations in advance to all the newest millionaires and billionaires in the house, because your season of celebration is almost here. Thank you very much. I wish you a very nice day. This is Princess. In case you are new, subscribe and hit the bell so that you will be available for regular updates whenever we drop one. Thank you. We love you and have a nice day.